So when upgrading your tyres in Queensland, you're allowed to go 50mm larger in overall diameter. On this vehicle, we're going to go 295/70 R17, which is an overall difference of 40mm, which is 20mm ride height, which is going to raise our diff centre 20mm off the ground, and that's where you get the advantage. One of the most important things when we're upgrading tyres on your vehicle is your tyre placard. Now this vehicle has 2 of them, which is rare. However, we need to make sure that we work off of this data so that we keep you legal on the road. So now it's time to fit up our rims and tyres. We've chosen the LOADED Gibb rim in a 17x9. There's a few features that I love about these rims. One of them is the weight. Compared to other competitors, they're super light, and that comes down to the way they're made. A few other things is there a 1675 kg load rating rim, which is massive. It's the highest in the field. One other feature I like about this rim is there's little slots here which allows the water and dirt to escape when you're out forward driving. That's a fantastic benefit and feature that I like in this rim, so that it doesn't cause a vibration after you've driven away from a water hole. Let me put that there. Let's have a look at the tyre now. We've chosen to go with the BFGoodrich KO3. Now this tyre has been around for a long time, the BFGoodrich. The KO3 is a new tread pattern. Similar to the KO2, we've got side biters there for sidewall protection. Now it's time to fit the rim and the tyres up. I just want to run through a few common faults that people make when fitting big tyres to rims. There's a thing called hung up bead. What's that, you may ask? It's when we don't put enough tyre lube on the tyre and it doesn't sit in the corner of the rim, and the tyre sort of doesn't, it's not 100% round. So what we like to do is completely lubricate the rim up and the tyre up, then fit the tyre to the rim, make sure we pump it up to a higher PSI to get the best fit, because the last thing we want is to send a customer away not fitted up properly with the vibration. So now that we've got the tyres fitted up to the rims, we need to balance the tyres. There's a few ways we can do it these days, but once we start fitting big tyres to rims, the best way to do it is using our road force balancer. We use this collet which goes into the back of the wheel, and that simulates the rim being on the hub of the vehicle. So that makes it the best balance you can do. So once we've got the tyre fitted to the balancer, we select the road force feature, which then brings this drum onto the back of the tyre, simulating the tyre on the vehicle on the road. It pushes force onto the tyre, which then gives us a reading on whether the tyre needs to be spun onto the rim, so that it makes sure that it's perfectly fitted to that rim. So we've just spun this tyre up and we've got a high reading, which is 13.5 kgs outward force. So what we're going to do now is match fit this rim and tyre perfectly and reduce this weight. So we're going to mark the tyre in that spot. We're going to mark the rim in that spot, and we're going to join those up to get the best balance we can. Let's see how good we get this balance. As you can see, we've reduced the weight down both sides and we're down to 10.5 kgs outward force, which is fantastic for a big four-wheel drive tyre. One thing that does surprise me is how well these new BFG KO3s do balance up. But once again, you've got to do everything right to make sure that they're fitted to the rims correctly to get the best optimal balance. And one of these machines, new Hunter machines, they definitely help. So we're on to our final balance. We've done 6 rims and tyres. And as you can see, all okays. Now we need to get the lift kit installed so we can fit the new wheels and tyres to the 105. Keep an eye out for the next episode.